Guys, hello everybody. Good to see you. Hello Andy, hello everyone. All right, let me pull up the chess space. All right, here we go, guys. This is the first game I want to show you. It's a Dutch defense game between Lasker and Thomas. Okay, e4, e6. It doesn't look like it will be a Dutch defense because normally they play the Dutch immediately with f5, okay? But here he plays e6. Now we play knight f3. f5. And as soon as we see the pawn on f5, then we know it's a Dutch, okay? So here, many different ways you can play. Many people like to just play c4, knight c6, g3, bishop e7, and castle. This is how many people like to play in this position. But I didn't want to go into the main theory in this game. So Lasker didn't want to do that. So he played knight c3, avoiding the main theory. So knight c3. I confused about me because I play these positions personally many times as well. But today we're going to look at the Lasker games. So knight c3. And now the idea is how to try to make e4 work. We really want to do that. We really want to play e4. But how can we make it work? How can we make this work, huh, guys? So please put in the chat your suggestions. I want to just ask you more questions today, so to see. Okay, bishop g5, okay. Bishop e7. Bishop takes f6. The idea here, because we want to play e4. We want to play e4, but we can't really do that. Okay? So that's why we want to start out with bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4. And then you play e4. This is a very famous game, so it's possible that some of you might have seen this before. But it's always a good idea to review this. Now, he takes, f takes c4, knight takes c4, and b6. Black is trying to activate his bishop and put it on b7. This is what he's trying to do. Just activate the bishop on b7. Knight e5. Lasker immediately activates his knight. Now black castles. Bishop d3. Now he plays bishop to b7. Activating the bishop and putting pressure on e4. It looks like black is catching up on the development here. But the question is now, how should white try to attack here? How should white try to attack or organize an attack? We got two knights and a bishop out there, but what else we can try to activate? Let's see here. Queen e2. Yeah, you can play queen e2, but you need something better. We need something a little bit more active here. Okay? So we need to try to play a little bit more active here. queen h5 is a suggestion. Yeah, that's a good idea, queen h5, because now we're putting pressure on h7, and now there is a threat. The threat is to take on f6. So let's say it goes here, take on f6, takes back, and a mate. Okay, so a very strong idea. And now black will play queen e7, and hoping that if you capture, he's going to capture back with a pawn, and then he's defending h7. Okay, knight takes f6, takes back, and h7 is protected. So now we don't have a mate because queen is just guarding it. So now, yeah, we can try to castle. Sure, we can definitely castle here, but better. We can do something better here. We can do something better here, guys. You know, but you have to calculate. You have to calculate to find the idea. So please think and try to see what is the idea that we can try to do here. What is the idea we can try to do? Okay, we have to calculate. That would be the start. Masood, that would be an interesting start. Yeah. But if, of course, we have to go a little bit deeper. We can't just sacrifice. Yeah, we have to go a little bit deeper. Knight g5 is an idea for Fabritz, but knight g5 is gonna just play g6. And I'm not sure what to do now, because now h7 is protected by his queen. If you sacrifice, he takes. Check, he can go queen g7, for example. Okay. So I'm not sure what to do with this. Now h7 is under attack. Knight takes f6. Yeah, knight takes f6, ND 926. He takes back with this. And it's protecting h7. See, we cannot go in here and mate him because of this guy. So here is very, very important moment. So we have to come up with the, we need to come up with a spectacular idea here. We have to come up with that spectacular idea. Knight g6. No, we had a suggestion earlier. Just we need a little bit more lines. We have a person who suggested the correct move, but we need to go a little bit deeper here. A little bit deeper, guys. Because, you know, when you sacrifice, you want to make sure you're going to have a good follow-up. Okay? When you sacrifice, you want to make sure you will have a good follow-up. Yeah, it's a sacrifice. Queen takes h7, okay. Now he takes back. King takes h7. Then we go double check. Well, first of all, it's double check, so that means the king has to move. When double check happens, opponent king has to move. Okay? So he goes here. If he goes here now, what are we gonna do? If he goes here, what can we do here? Knight. Well, first let's show me the mate here. Yeah, it's a fork, but it's also a mate. Andy. Fork and a mate, right? Can't go here, can't go here. It's completely stuck. All right. So that's checkmate right there. So that doesn't work. So he has to go up. He has to go up, king to h6. Now what do we do? Yeah, so that's a nice mate, yeah. Knight eg4. That's a correct check, because we need this knight to control this. Can't go on h7, bishop takes. King cannot go here, takes, so he has to go here. Okay? He has to go here. And now we just need to figure out the way. We gotta continue checking him. We gotta continue checking him. Now check. h4 check is correct, Fabritz. Now has to go here. Trying to escape with the king. Yeah, it's the only square he can go to. There are not too many squares he has. So king is almost out of squares now. Hello, Paspan. Hello, Paspan. 999. So now what's the move? Guys, today we have also evening lecture at 5 o'clock Central Time. We're going to have the Puzzler's Paradise class, okay? So you make sure you tune in for that class as well, okay? At 5 o'clock. Good, Paspan. How you doing? So knight h5. We don't want to do knight h5 here because he could take our knight. Then if we go check, unfortunately we can take this guy. Now we can go check, and he runs out, and he doesn't get mated. Okay. So unfortunately we can't do that. We want to make sure we keep those knights like that, protecting each other, okay? Yeah, hello h4, h5, hello. Now, what's the other check we can do here? What's the other check we can do? Knight h5, unfortunately the knight is hanging. If the knight wasn't hanging, it would have been great for us. But it is hanging. H3, okay. King f3. Bishop e2 check. Can't go to e4, we take f4, e3, so all the squares are taken, he has to go here. Now king g2. Check. Now check, he goes to g1, and the final move of the game, guys. The final move of this game. Long castle, like that. He played king d2 in the game, which is also a mate. But I like long castle better because how often you're gonna have a chance to long castle and mate your opponent. It's amazing game. It's amazing game. The king actually was right here and end up all the way here with the queen sacrifice and the precise follow-ups, checks. We brought the king all the way here to mate. Let's go back to the starting point right here. See, this king is on g8. He is under attack, but it looks like he's got a rook, bishop, couple of pawns. Looks kind of defending. Yeah. And now we have to start the attack and force him to move the king. So go ahead, guys. Let's start off here. What's the first idea? Just we'll review this part again for the people who join a little bit late, just for them to see it. This is why this game is really famous. This is why this game is really famous and memorable, because it involves the queen sacrifice and then a strong follow-up. Okay, so we start out with this. He takes, then we continue, then we continue. What's the move? Knight f6. If he goes to h8, what's the mate here, guys? Check. Mate. Perfect. Now he goes king h6. Check. He goes here. Check. Can go to f5, g6, can go any of the squares, so he has to go here. Check. Again, all the squares are taken. Has to go to f3. Check. Check. And long castle mate. Not much you can do. All right, very good, guys. So that's the game of Lasker and Thomas. All right, now we're gonna do a couple of tactical positions. Okay, so I'll set up a tactical position for you, and we can start. I'll start out with the simpler positions, and then we can go to some more difficult ones. All right, white to play and win. Let's see, maybe I might have to adjust something here. All right, yeah, it's working fine. Okay, again, take a couple of minutes and find a win. And again, yeah, we had a really nice simul yesterday, guys. We had 21 players. It was a very, very tough simul. I lost 2 games, but won pretty much the rest. And so yeah, if you missed the simul, make sure you tune in for next Saturday. It's a simul with Grandmaster Danish Boros. So you can play in that one next Saturday, June 19th. Okay? Next Saturday, June 19th. So please think, because it's very important. No, not bishop d4. Bishop d4, he takes, queen takes e1 mate. Bishop d4, he takes, queen takes e1 is just a mate. So it's not gonna work, that one. So we have to see what's going on with this king and how we take advantage of it. Looks like we have some answers. I want to give a little bit more time for everybody, but it's a tactical sacrifice. Okay, so first we need to do a sacrifice. If we play rook d4, it's a possibility, Andy, but then he goes queen e5. So this is just a... Actually, he has a check. Takes, and then he takes. If we take, he takes. It's just equal. Okay, this position. So we have to do something first. If we take with the queen here on oh, sorry. If we take here, unfortunately, if I take with the king, he has bishop h6 check, taking the queen. He takes back here, we take here. So it's yeah, maybe slightly better for white still, because two rooks are better than the queen, but it's not winning or anything. Okay. Rook takes d6, correct. First we eliminate the bishop, then he takes back. Then he no longer has a bishop here, so we can go check. Check. And rook takes b4. And there is a back rank checkmate. And very, very important that white has the move h3 in, because if he didn't have the move in, he's gonna go here and then you don't have anything. Okay. So this is very, very important to remember, okay? So yeah. So here bishop is playing an important role, and we simply need to eliminate it here. Okay. All right, very good, guys. Moving on to the next one. Okay. All right. White to play and win. White to play and win. There is a lot of danger here, a lot of problems in this position. So what are we going to do? what to do now? We have to do a very important forcing idea. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Uncle. Yeah, because your king is sitting under this very, very unpleasant position and discovery check. So we have to do something. What do we do here? We have to do things with the check here, because he's threatening to take our queen with the check. So whatever plan we have to make sure it does a check, because otherwise it's going to be a problem. Okay, queen takes h6 check, sacrificing the queen. If he goes to g8, bishop g8, so he takes. g7 check, can't go to g8, bishop is there, so he has to go here. King h7. And now if we take and get a queen, he goes here and says checkmate. So he goes here. What is the other move you have? It depends, China Mai. It depends on which topic you want the book. You know, in which topic, you know, there is no like one book is the best. So it depending on the topic. Now what do we do? We gotta keep doing with the check. If you queen now, he's gonna take. So that's not gonna work. Bishop g8, he takes with the rook. Bishop g8, he takes with the rook. Promote to a knight. Yes, I like that. Now it's a check with a knight. He can't go to the g file. We take, take, take. So he has to go here. King has to go to h8. And once the king is on h8, what can we do now to do a checkmate? Because he didn't have any other options. He can't go to the g file, so he has to go here. And now we go rook g8 mate. Because he can't take, the bishop is guarding it. And he can't go up, the knight is guarding it. So there is nothing he can do. And that's a game. Alright, very good, guys. Very good. So this is an important sacrifice. And then check, check, and then we're gonna do what's called the under promotion. Okay, so remember that it's gonna be an idea called under promotion. Okay, so you're promoting it into a lesser valuable piece than a queen. So under promotion. Okay, Okay. The next position for here. White to play and win material. We're not looking for a mate here. We're not looking anything like that. All right, here we go, guys. It's white to play and win material. Okay, so it's white to play and win material here. You know, it looks like black is under some pressure. He's under some pressure here. And this and this. So we have to figure out what to do. So what can we do here to win material here, guys? We are just gonna try to win material here. You know, we're not gonna mate or anything. We're just gonna try to win some material and win the game. So we start off with, I see some ideas here. Knight f6. Okay, that's correct. Because now he cannot take back with the queen. Because we're going to win the rook. Okay. Winning exchange. So he has to go back king h8. And now if he plays king h8, what is the winning idea? His queen is a bit overworked, guys, because it's defending defending c7 and then g7. What to do? Knight d8, absolutely perfect. Now attacking this, and if he moves somewhere, what do we do? Now we have the g7 under attack, right? Perfect. So here he's stuck with the choice. Either move the rook, get mated, which is bad, or take. But then you simply take here and you're up a exchange. Okay? A little, very nice little combination that leads into a win. Okay? Again, we take advantage of the overworked piece. Here we take. If he takes, if he goes here, then we go knight d8. Okay, and now just the pawn on g7. You always have to think of these ideas, these overworked pieces. When one piece is doing more than one thing, when it's overworked, you just want to take advantage of it. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do one more position, guys, and then we're gonna take a little break, short break, to do the second lecture. Okay, so this will be the last puzzle for this class, and then we will have the next class in just a few minutes after. Again, this is tactics and how you can try to finish the game, where you have a strong position, where you have a strong initiative. Okay. Block to play. Okay. White to play and win. White to play and find the quickest way to win this. Yeah, you basically need to find the breakthrough idea, okay? What is that breakthrough that we have? Yeah, the threat, you have to do a check. I agree, absolutely, because there is a mating threat here. So all your moves have to be a check again, because otherwise it's a problem. He will take our rook. So what do we start with here? What can we do here to make sure we can win? Yeah, there are two checks, yes. Rook takes g7, correct. And rook h6. Oh, knight f6 is the third one. Knight f6, yeah, but then knight f6, he just takes, yeah? What other check you have besides this two? You have this guy, right? Check. Takes. Check. He goes back. And rook g8. Correct. And if he takes back with the king, what do we do? If he takes back with the king, what do we do now, guys? Queen to g6, mate. Perfect. If he goes king to g8, now you have mate in 2. What is the mate in 2 here? What is your mate in 2 idea? Yeah, you have to look at all the defenses. He's not gonna just resign, yeah? He's not gonna throw away the game. Knight takes f6 check. Can't take. Has to go here. Yep. And now you go queen g6 and simply checkmate, because he can't go back to g8 and go back to e8. Very good, Andy. Yeah, very good, everybody. This was not very hard, but the next class is going to be another game of mine, but it's going to be more difficult stuff. Okay, so stay tuned.